If you ain't got money, all you got is your word. Your word is very important. If you don't have money, all you got is your word. And that's it. Like, you know the old saying, they say word is bond. That's literally word is bond. Like, and that's how I operate. Like, if I can't trust what you're saying and go by what you're telling me, and then I can't really, I wouldn't really do business with you, or I would even second guess my friendship with you if I can't trust what you're saying. If I feel like you're not honest. So it's important um, to be honest, and honesty will set you free. Like, we'll talk. If you just tell the truth, guess what? You ain't got to figure out a lie to try to get you out of what you told, because honesty, it does set you free. If you're honest in the first place, you won't have to worry about having anything over your head hanging like, ooh, you know what, maybe I should have told her this. I should. No, look, he was honest. It may hurt their feelings. But guess what? In 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe, the next day, after their feelings are over being hurt, they realize, you know what? I respect you, friend. I respect you, baby. I respect you, this or that. For really telling the truth, because
Very true.
it allows you to, really move on, because now like, hey, it hurt my feelings. You don't like my macaroni and cheese, but hey, at least I know I need to add more cheese to it. At least I know. You feel me? Like, now I know. Dang, boy, everybody else is eating it. They enjoying it. It's all watery, but nobody telling me that. Nah, this is not real. I don't cook, so don't get it twisted. I'm asking you mac and cheese because I'm gonna get you a box of Velveeta. We're gonna have a good
That's too
party.
much.
Don't ask me to cook it.
Wait, so you're
But
not the
yeah,
cooker? Hold on.
I am
Interlude.
not the cooker.
You're not the cooker? Hold on 1 second. Pizza's coming.
Yay,
Talk to
pizza.
the people.
Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely not the cooker. I've never really been the cooker. When you somebody like to eat, you watch everybody else in the kitchen cooking, and actually you think you watching them cook. Supposed to be, but with cell phones nowadays, they keep us so, and tablets and all these amazing things, they keep us so not focused. So when you in the kitchen, because you're hungry, you should have been focusing on watching what they cooking. Now you're not watching what they cooking. That's why you got people like me. I'm sure there's a lot of millennials out there that may not know how to cook, but I can't say that because you got technology now and they got cookbooks, you know, audio cookbooks and visual cookbooks now teaching you how to do things. So if you can just turn your tablet on or your iPad on or something, you'll be able to just learn how to cook too. So I can't say that. Yeah, but honesty is definitely key. Utilizing it in all aspects. Courtney got me all shocked. I got something about cook. Come on, don't ask me things like that. Maybe put me on the spot like that. Then I got to tell the truth. Sometimes you try to finesse, and like, yeah, I could cook some oodles and noodles. No, I'm just kidding. That's probably one of the only things I can cook, and I can cook some fried chicken too. I think it's
Wait,
been a
what?
while.
We're talking about fried chicken while I was gone? What's
Yeah, you took
happening?
me there. We were talking about food, and I
I'm
started thinking about things
sorry.
I actually can cook. Yeah,
Oh,
you
my
made me think about.
question before the pizza guy came. So we're
Yeah.
talking about honesty. Are you the cooker in the
Oh
family? Is it like, are you the cooker between you and your boyfriend, or is he the
no,
cooker?
I'm not the cooker. Definitely not the cooker ever. Most of the
Is
time,
his cooking
I
good?
will. Yeah. When he
It's
actually does
bomb.
it, really good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When he actually cooks, it's really good. He actually
So
like to
that was
create
that was
things.
the
I'm a
first
creator.
that was the first, what do you call it? Sample of honesty is telling your significant other if they can cook or not. That is
Yeah,
like
it ain't
the
that good.
ultimate comfort, is saying, baby,
After,
you need to work on this.
you might eat it after like the first two bites, but after all, you can't lie. First of all, you can't. You look at you're like, when you try to eat the food so fast, or you like chew it all up and try to swallow it with something to drink, something ain't right. I just feel like I'd rather be honest. I don't want to waste your time or mine just telling you, sitting here eating this and killing myself trying to make it go
I just
down.
do I'm the cereal scooper. I just scoop it around the plate and just hide it in different spots on the plate so it looks like I'm eating it. So that's why how I avoid not telling people they're cooking is
A
bad.
cereal scoop where you just move it around and shuffle it. Like, I ate three of them. There's still five on the plate, but you ate three of them.
Make
Come
holes
on.
and like make little
Cut
like
it in half
spots in the plate that look empty. It's great. It works out perfectly fine.
until you get tired of it. The food's cold and you get ready to just throw it away.
Yep.
They're sick and tired of seeing you sit there. Like, I'm sick and tired of seeing you sit here with eating this food. Just going out of my face. Gone.
Exactly.
Um, yeah. What about you, Courtney? Do you? I know that you're really good at ordering food and making it happen.
I'm
When it comes
really
to
good
putting
at
this,
ordering food.
yo, you know what people
Truly,
like.
that is
You good at. I didn't say you can't cook. I didn't say that. I'm just saying I
that's
know you're good
great.
at ordering it.
That was the
So I'm
greatest thing
sure
ever.
that
No,
if
it's not a
you really
problem, but
cook,
that was funny.
if you really, Courtney, you always ordering food when I'm
I
around. That's
do.
really good. You always
Very
know
true.
the good place to eat.
I'm the
You
Grubhub
just told me.
master.
Come on, Santino's. I didn't I just give you a shout out? Come on, we're gonna take it back. I'm gonna take the pizza back.
Right?
Um, yeah, but you're really good at knowing. So I'm like,
That's
if
true.
you can know where to eat, you definitely can probably cook some food now.
Well, thank you. No, Yeah, I cook. I lately I haven't been able to cook as often as I used to. Especially because I have so many things going on. I have like four different jobs and like a million projects going on all at once, so I don't
Come on,
cook as
Mexico. We
often.
got this.
But
Hmm.
when I do cook, I know my food is bomb. No one's ever complained about my food, ever. Like, I've
No
never
one's ever
had someone
complained.
say
Okay.
that shit tastes like shit. Like, I've never had an issue. Even since I've been younger, I started cooking on my own probably, I want to say since I was like 14, 15. Started cooking on my
Mm.
own. So,
But was it
like
for
meaning
just for
like
you or for
cooking
everybody?
meals like for everybody, meaning like for like me and my
Oh.
dad, or like when family came over I would be the one to cook food, or if I had
Oh,
guests
so
I
if you've
would be
been
the one
cooking
to
since you were
cook.
14, 15, you definitely know how to cook something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly, I
No, I
have the
just want to make sure.
experience.
I know
But if we
some relationships the guy cooks like hands down. He's the chef. I get it. So I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
If I need to
but
ask you
no,
to make a
Kevin
cake or ask
actually,
Kevin to make it.
when Kevin cooks, he cooks really good too. He's good at seasoning. That's one thing I sometimes slack on because I don't really need a lot of seasoning in my food. But like when I'm cooking for other people, I'm pretty good with like
He
figuring out
must
if
cook on the
people.
grill a lot, huh? Because if he get that
Yes.
seasoning, he must be the grill master. Come on, you got him a little
See,
apron that
no,
says
what's fun?
the king of the kitchen.
What's funny is I'm the griller of all three, like of like the main people that cook, me, my dad, and Kevin. I'm the griller of the bunch. Honestly, it's kind of
So the
crazy.
girl is the
Yes,
better
I'm the
griller than the
griller.
guy. Do they know this? Have you
Yeah,
told them
my
this?
dad will
Let me
no,
tell
my
them. I'm
dad will
telling on
tell
you.
you I don't. He'll say I don't like to grill. I'm not the best griller. Kevin doesn't grill. I'm the one. I'm the master on the
When I come over,
grill.
we're grilling because I
Yes, I
want to see this.
got you. I got you.
Yep, I'm coming over so we can grill. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so we were. I'm sorry, I know we got sidetracked to my food.
It's
Being
okay.
honest,
People
we
love
asked an
listening
honesty
about
question.
food.
I know. I don't cook that much, y'all, so don't expect me to do it. No, I definitely cater and order for some men though. But I do like to cook. Like those who don't know, I went to hair school, so I do like being creative. Like that's why I went to hair school because I like
Mhm.
my thing was like I would love like for a customer to come in and looking like Freddie Jackson and walk out looking like Janet Jackson. Like I want
Yeah.
them to feel like so I feel like I could do that with my hands, with
It's
his
making
hair, with
art.
his wig piece.
It's a form of
Right,
art. Being
it's a form of art.
creative.
And that's why I rather went to hair school than go to college at that time. I ended up going to college, but hair school first. Cause I'm like, I ain't
Mhm.
ready to go to no college. I ain't ready. I'm gonna go party, turn up. I ain't gonna do the right things.
You wanted
Let me
to
go do
learn a
something.
skill that you could,
Right. Cause if college
perfect.
don't work out, I could always have a skill. I can always be pressing curls in the dorm room. I can always,
Exactly.
yeah, as long as I don't set up my heating thing and set the electricity up in the building. As long as I don't do that, we good.
Wait, do you know
But
how to braid?
I do know how to braid. I do know how to do sewing
Okay,
weave.
so if I have a girl, you're gonna have to be my braider, because I don't
Let's
know
do
how
wait,
to do like
wait,
cornrows and
backspace
stuff.
delete that. Backspace delete that. I'm gonna tell you why. I do know how to braid, and these hands is real big. So when it comes to braiding, I only braid enough to do sewing. So if we're gonna be sewing a ponytail on or something, then she's gonna be just fine. But when she's ready to do that, yeah, because I'm just saying, my hands too big for it to be
Being
sitting there trying to do
honest,
that.
there you go.
I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't like to do cornrows unless some cornrows gonna leave with some creativity on top. I can
Right?
throw some weave on it or do something special. Then
That's about my
then we're
skill
done.
set too. I'm a little bit less than that. Like, you're gonna have to cover this shit up. This is gonna have to be braids with a purpose, not like
Come
not
on,
like the
right?
final product.
Oh no, with a purpose. That's it. Right, right.
Yeah.
Don't do that, Courtney. First of all, I'm gonna get you a subscription to YouTube Braiders. Braiders R Us, and you're gonna be ready to go. Don't worry,
There
we're
we
gonna
go.
have you ready to go. That doesn't exist. I made it up. Don't believe me.
It's okay.
But
We'll work it out.
we're gonna work it out. I'm gonna make sure teach you how to cornrow with a purpose, and that's
There
all
we
you need
go.
to do it with a purpose. Everything intentionally, literally. And being honest, what made you spark a flame in your brain about this is right on point, like literally on point. But that's how we that's how we are. We intuit it together,
Yes.
literally. But what made you honesty setting you free?
Okay, 'cause I actually went through this past whole week. I even talked to Carlos about this on Real Shit Friday. I literally
Okay.
had the worst week I've had in probably a couple years. I
Mm.
had a ton of shit I had to do, and a bunch of things went wrong. You know how like when one thing goes wrong and then another thing goes wrong, and you're like maybe it's coincidence, but then like when a third
Right.
and fourth
The
thing
another
goes
thing
wrong,
goes
you're
right.
like, what the fuck is
Universe is
going
fucking with me.
on?
Right.
and it's like you lose your shit. So it was that week for me. So I had another moment because I do, because that's life. And
Listen,
I
that's Coco. It is what it is. We love you.
exactly. And I was upset one night, and I was just thinking thoughts and all that stuff. You know how like when you lay down you think of all this freaking sad shit or whatever, right? And I thought
Hmm.
about that friend that I told you that just stopped talking to me out of nowhere, right?
I remember it. Hmm.
And so I messaged her because I know, like, I'm petty, and two, I feel like I owe this to myself. But I
To
pretty
get
much
clarity.
wrote her. I said, um, "Hey, I hope everything is well." I said, "Why did you stop? Just wondering why you stopped talking to me all those years ago. It really bothered me. Just thought I'd let you know." That was just what I said in my moment, and I messaged it to her. And a couple days went
Hmm.
by, and how on Messenger you could tell if somebody saw your message or whatever. So a couple of days went by, she didn't see anything. It wasn't looked at. Couple more days went by, it still didn't get looked at. Then I saw that she looked at it and
But she
there was
didn't
no
say nothing.
response. So,
So
but what made me feel great is the fact that I got that out and I was honest about, hey, you did something fucked up. You could have just told me you didn't want to be around me and I would be cool. Instead, I'm sitting here thinking something's wrong with me when you could be honest and tell me, hey, my life just got crazy. I didn't have time to hang out or something like that. Just be woman enough to say that and don't
right,
just
be
ditch
honest.
somebody. But the fact that I at
Right.
least got it out, I felt so much better. I was like, whew, I don't have to worry about that no more. And then also the fact that she looked at it and didn't say anything just validated that I don't have to worry
Validate.
about her
Right.
anymore. So,
Which
like,
is
it just
good. You
made
got
me
the
feel better.
clarity you needed, but getting things out is really good.
Yeah.
And going through something like I had a little relationship tussle, and I was like, going, and I was like, you know what? Let me write it. Like I wrote it out
Mhm.
and took a deep breath, and then wrote it out. Helped me get it out. I didn't have to share it because
Exactly.
I said, do I need to share it? I don't. And I realized I don't need to. I needed to get it out for myself, and I did it and
Of
moved on. Like,
course.
and sometimes you gotta let. That's a great way to do it because I get mad, angry, and scream and yell. I didn't do nothing stupid and petty, or I just
You just wrote
did
it
it what I had to
out.
do. Right. And so sometimes you
Diaries are
have
the
to.
best when you have a lot of things that you battle with. Writing in a diary is like the best thing ever, or even just simply writing a note to somebody. It's another step up, and you have to be really bold about, like, to write a note and then be like, here, I would like you to read this. But if you do that, you will feel so, I don't know, and not even liberated. You'll feel so calm, and like you really were able to present your feelings in an appropriate way because you actually wrote things out. It's hard to think of things when you're talking and when you're expressing it,
Right.
and it may not make sense. But if you take time and you
Right.
sit there, you put words together, and you actually like delve into your heart and figure out what is the best way to say this, it all comes out perfectly on paper. So I always say
Right.
writing a letter to someone or just putting your thoughts down before you present them to somebody, it helps so much. So much.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that if you don't want to write, if you want to write it, don't show it to them. You can also write your thoughts down and better be
Mhm.
prepared to have the conversation because you're in the mental state to have the
Exactly.
conversation. Because sometimes having a conversation in that moment, being honest in a moment of anger is not okay. Because
Exactly.
you probably didn't speak about that thing you want to be honest about beforehand. So what you should have did in a more calm emotional state. No, you talking about it when you're angry just makes matters worse because now it makes it look like you're being vindictive or you're
Yeah,
just trying
like
to be
you're the bad
petty or
guy.
facetious. Right.
Yep.
You don't mean to be. You're really being honest, but that's not the time to do it. Not while you're angry.
Exactly. And that's kind of
Yeah.
funny because
So
that's also not the only reason why I had thought of this. Another reason was kind of taking it in a different direction because I always do that, which is being honest
come
with
on.
yourself.
Right.
And this whole week I was so humbled down because things kept going wrong that I finally said to myself, maybe I'm not that good at this stuff yet. Maybe I have to work at things because I'm obviously getting stressed out about things because stuff's happening that's out of my control. Why don't I wait till I get shit in order and get things in control to then dive headfirst into the things I'm trying to do? Because I'll be more confident, things will work out more seamlessly. I won't get so stressed out, and I'll be able to juggle more be able to juggle things more efficiently when I'm more prepared. And it's actually coming from like doing my decorating and all that stuff that I do, that I said I've been
Mm.
doing lately. Everybody knows about it, guys. If you don't listen to us, I have like four different businesses, and one of them is
Yes.
decorating for weddings and special events and all that
What's
kind
the
of
name of
stuff.
the company? Can you tell me the name?
But see, that's the thing. It's Eastern Elite Decor, but I actually was
Right?
thinking of changing it though.
Oh,
So
you can
for
tell me
right
that. See,
now,
we have a meeting.
yes,
Okay.
we're gonna have a round table. We have to have a round table, and I'll tell you why afterwards though.
Right,
So
nice.
what happened was I had a lot of stuff go wrong, and I realized one, I need a van because I can't transport things in my car
Transport.
anymore.
You do need
Uh,
a van. I agree.
Two, I need to figure out pricing so I can work in maybe renting a van for different projects and things like that. So I need to learn how to price better so I'm not like delving into my own pockets for
Right.
things and not
True.
making money.
True.
And two, I need to practice. I don't feel confident in the things that I'm creating yet. I don't feel like they're magnificent. I want to be in awe over my own work. So I need to practice a lot. I don't want to present my current state to the world and as a product because I feel like it's not complete. So I feel like I need to start getting better because I'm being honest with myself that I'm not 100%. I did this years ago and I'm hopping back into it like I've been doing it all this time when I
It
need
looks amazing.
practice. Well, thank you. But I just
It
for
looks am-
me I'm just not comfortable with what I'm presenting and I'm not comfortable with the way I'm
so
presenting it.
let me put it
So,
to you this way. How about this?
what?
Savage Media Radio. We got listeners out there, right?
Mhm.
Someone locally though, because shipping you can't really set it up if you can't ship it. It has to be something local. But I feel
Mhm.
like maybe we
Not
can be able to
necessarily.
help.
I can ship centerpieces and stuff. I can do that.
Oh, that's true. If they
You
well, you're right. Someone who's savage listens. One of our savage listeners
know.
out there who has it, some things, who may need something like this
Mhm.
and something they have going on. And, send us a story, savageonair@gmail.com. Send us an email. And maybe, I don't know if Courtney's down, but I feel like you need to practice and maybe we can make a difference in someone's life as we're practicing,
Mhm.
in a sense, and being able to make, spread the word and make change in their life. Someone who may not be able to afford,
That's true.
something like this. Maybe like we can give back to someone who's on a savage listener who really, has been there, like, or someone who listened for the first time, or really just like, hey, I really need that. I
Yeah.
got a wedding, and I need something. I need bouquets. I need this. You never know. So I
I'm
feel like
all for that. Yeah, like I want to practice with a purpose because I'm going to be making all these things and have nowhere to put them. So if anybody like he said, if there's anybody, just send us your story, send us what's going on, what kind of event you're having, anything like that, and I would love to practice and even if we make like pick out of how many emails we get, pick a couple people or something like that. That would be super great because I feel like I'm giving back, and I also would feel like I'm presenting my product in a way that will be appreciated, which I
mhm.
think will probably lift my confidence up a little bit.
Well, how about
Uh,
this? As I'm boosting your confidence in what we're doing right now as a team player, right?
mhm.
If we do choose a couple people, we'll have one lucky person that'll get a song by Troy Weeks Music.
Love it.
We'll
Look at
come out, we'll
that.
show support, take some photos, and
Package
I'll sing a
deal.
song. So that means we want to look at a couple emails. So send us the emails. We'll talk about this on Wednesday. Anyway, we'll spread the word and we'll try to give it maybe a week's time or two, whatever. I don't know how we do
Yep.
it, but spread the word so it's not just the first five people. That's not kind of not fair. But hey, you listen, and so it is fair. You're
Exactly.
still having to listen. But yeah, um, reach
But
out
that
to us.
makes sense.
I
I
think
love
that
that idea.
let's do it. Let's talk about it, be about it, and say and do. You feel me? Like you
Exactly.
want your business
Saying,
to be
and that
bigger,
was
our
actually
business is
Troy.
bigger.
That's what actually gave me that's what kind of gave me the encouragement to kind of just keep going. It was because we had that talk that time about saying and doing. I was like, I said I was going to start this back up. I literally
You
went head
did.
first and I promoted like crazy. I'm getting all these people, and then I'm like, oh shit, I don't know if I can handle this shit. So I'm
Listen,
being
I'm looking
honest
to
with
get rid of my
myself.
day job, Courtney. If you need me to come to New Jersey during the day to work so we can make this money,
I
then let's
know.
make
I
this money.
know. We need to like we need to get a lot of clients. We need to like be partners. We need to have like a
I'm telling you,
whole
because together we're great. We're great.
warehouse.
We're great show business and we're great teamwork together. You see how we do,
Yes.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yes, like
Make it
we
happen.
do big things. So
Yeah.
we need to make this 100% so that we can take over the world like I always say. I do want, you know what? We have to go to conventions, wedding conventions, people who are looking for stuff and show
Yes,
them what we
you're
can do.
right. They're looking for MCs. They're looking for honeygrams. They're
Anything.
looking
You have
for
it, listen,
elite decor.
you could have I could do decor. You can have a table about performers and MC. We can have a joint table for honeygrams. We can just have all the
Take
tables in one
over.
section.
Dominate, baby. What's up? We got 3 tables. What's up? Spend some money. Something.
Exactly.
Book an event. Anything. Something. Right. I'm down
Yes,
for that.
that'll be
I feel
great.
like in 2018, that's what we have to do. Because if you don't, you'll be a number working for somebody else as a number. You can with
Exactly.
all these ideas we got out here, people out here winning with their ideas, and we sitting at home
Yeah.
doing what? Watching it on YouTube. What? Watching them
Mhm.
do it. Say and do.
Exactly. You
What?
gotta
That's what new
do.
thing.
You have to find your not one your passion. Two, you have to find what people want. If there's a demand for something, I don't know whose car that is outside. Anyway, if there's a demand for something, you have to find your passion. And if you can combine the two, you're golden. You just have to utilize what you're good at. And I feel like that's what you do.
Wow.
That's what I do.
You just dropped a
And
bomb on me just now.
see,
You said
see.
one key thing. Because what I'm doing, like things I'm doing are good. Like especially my perfume and cologne, but it's not in
Mhm.
demand unless you can get it anywhere. Like
See.
maybe I need to focus my energy something that's more in demand.
Exactly. Which I'm all for your cologne and perfume. I will
That's why I'm
peddle
doing
the
it
shit
online
out
now.
of
I'm
that.
switching over to online. Right. I
Yes, we
did the
gotta get
Etsy. I
that
did
up.
Amazon. Come on, check me out on
Yeah.
Etsy, eBay, and PayPal right now. So check me out. We getting there.
Yes. Yes. I will push and pedal the hell out of that. But you have a
Sandy.
lot of things that you are good at
That are in high
that are in
demand. That's
high
too good.
demand.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
focus on
Coco.
that as well.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to make that my demand more popping. Yeah, I need to figure that out. Cause I went to, dang, I want to be honest about something, but
What's up?
I'm
What's
this
up?
weekend I had a big show this weekend, but I was really let down. It was not what it was expected
Why? What
of. It was not.
happened?
Oh my God, I don't know if I can do this, but I really want to.
You have to. You have to.
I will do this because I need people to understand and know that
You have the
first of all, don't waste
platform.
people's time. Don't waste people's time. One, especially professionals and people who take themselves very seriously and take their craft very seriously. You know, who come out and support to partner with you. When you as an artist who's doing what you're doing, partner with someone else who has a business or an event or something. We're partner. I believe in you. That's why I'm partnering with you
Exactly.
to show
Exactly.
up, to perform, to be there. So you need to say what you mean and mean what you say. If you say someone, this is what it's gonna be. This is gonna be. This is gonna be. We need to have as people, as a culture, as colored folks, as my people. Like sometimes things that we do is not in decency and order. It's crazy. You cannot expect to have an event of an elite caliber and
Mhm.
not have order.
Okay, so basically from what I'm gathering is you showed up and you performed, but everything was kind of in disarray and all over the place and wasn't promoted properly. Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah. So basically, somewhat, if it
Okay.
gets deep in there. So I didn't really perform the way I should have performed. Whole
Okay.
nother story. So there was never like the logistics of like my music was confirmed that it was downloaded and it wasn't, and then
Oh
it just
wow.
ended up being it was just crazy because people we pop people some of us put money into this performance, one itself, and two put money into being a part of it to be able to
Mhm.
be featured in it. As artists
Yeah.
now, everybody wants to do an artist showcase and they want you to feature and spend your money, $100, 125, all these different prices to be with this DJ, listen to your music here, perform in front of this DJ, and da 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 da. Da. They all ripping artists. They're ripping us because everybody's out here doing their own thing. You know, artists trying to get on. So they're out here using celebrities, and celebrities are going along with it. And you know, it is what it is. But it was supposed to be a celebrity basketball game, and there's two things I want to say about it. Without, you know, I'm not saying in the past it hasn't been, but it was a celebrity basketball game with no celebrities and no game.
You there?
I'm here. I was a
Oh,
big pause for a reason.
yeah, you
Celebrity game.
hold on one second. One second. I'm sorry. It skipped out on me. I'm sorry. Continue.
The celebrity so celebrity game with no celebrities and no basketball game.
Wait,
So that's what happened.
what?
That's what happened.
So, okay, hold on. Let me break this down. So basically, when you got there, you couldn't perform too because your music wasn't there. And I know how you like to sing to music. So is that what
Well,
was
we all
happening?
had music. Like it was never clarified to the artist. Hey, send it to the DJ. Hey, bring a flash
Uh
drive.
huh.
Hey, bring your phone. Because I
Uh huh.
host events, so I tell people in advance. If you're an artist and you're featured, I don't have a computer. I don't have a laptop. So please bring your phone. Put it in the folder by itself. I'll tell you the specifics. Put it in the
Yeah, of
folder by
course.
itself. So when you play it, it's only those two songs. I got you. I can play it for you. Whatever you need. Excuse me. So that's why, like, I'm very specific because I feel like as a professional, it's important. Like I'm meeting you for the
Get all
first,
the
some of you guys for the
details
first time.
down.
I want to make sure you know what's up. And as an artist, I'll be asking those questions myself. Like, hey, so
Mm.
what do I need? But even getting in contact with the person in charge was even hard. So it's a whole other situation.
That's
So
frustrating. That's my
I
biggest pet peeve is when I can't get a hold of people. I work fast, so I expect as a professional or as someone who's organizing something for you to be on my level because that's how you have to be in this industry. If you organize events or you organize shows or whatever, you have to be on call all the time because that's your bag. So you need to be on it constantly. So when people are slow and I can't reach them and it takes days for them to email me, it literally irks me because I'm like, why are you doing this? What are you here for? It
Yeah,
bothers me
I know, I
so
get it. I
much.
get it. I get it. I get it. I've been on both ends. Like the person that has the host events and I have so much going on, so I've been more responsive to making sure that I do
Yeah.
respond. Um, it's just because I'm not just booking events. I'm still an artist, and I still have a band, and I still have work, and I still have my own business, and so I'm like, ooh, so much stuff. But I get it. It's life, but I enjoy it all. I'm not complaining because I enjoy it all.
It's so
Just trying to
funny
learn how to balance.
because in
Well, I
your
used to.
voice, I can sense the irritation because I go through this so much. So it's so familiar to me. You're like, it's okay. But no, it's really not because it literally is something that it just it's at least a lasting impression because you're like, oh man, I hate working with these kinds of people. I hate doing these kinds of shows. There's gonna be more down the road, and then that's what you're thinking about, and it's like, but I will get to the top, and I will be able to have somebody else deal with this shit for me. That's how I always think about it. I'm gonna be able to
You know
avoid
what it's
all
gonna
of
be,
this.
Courtney? It's gonna be my E Hollywood story because the way it ended was literally epic. I was the
Really?
last artist because I just like first of all, me and my friend Japan, he was the one who
Mhm.
brought me into it, and it was kind of crazy because he had 4 dancers, he paid his dancers to be there, he been paying them for rehearsals, like he spent his money
Okay.
because it's a celebrity basketball, and we were supposed to be featured
Yeah.
to perform during the halftime show, which just
Okay.
didn't happen because there was no game.
Oh my God.
So
That's just
we
crazy to
ended up
me. I'm
being,
sorry.
I ended up being the last artist with no
Okay.
music. So I ended up singing a cappella
Okay. Which I
in
know
front
you're
of the last,
capable of doing.
which is fine. It was awesome. That part of it, of course, people enjoyed it. But and in front of the last like 6 people that were there, because I kept telling people don't leave because they
Mhm.
didn't have an MC. The host, we had 5 hosts of the event, but nobody was an MC, so nobody hosted the event.
Wow.
So it was for a great cause and for a great. So I just feel like hopefully if they do this again, they just get it together. Like I lost my. Like, I don't like losing money because as a
Yeah.
person who was a parent, that's pamper money. That's other things I could have been spent on. It's just as fast as you ask
Exactly.
me for my money to do this. Is to expect the same. I expect the same service and level of service and in return when I get there. And so it was nothing like
Exactly.
what it was. And I'm not saying names because it doesn't matter. Like I'm not here to do that, but we need to do better. We need to do better because
Exactly.
when you invite people out to see you do something and you don't do what you invited you to do, sometimes that's their first time coming out. You don't know how
Mhm.
that makes us look, how it makes me look, that makes
Mhm.
us look irresponsible, makes us look crazy, like some ratchet ass shit, and it's not cool.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
and then on top of that was another thing I want to talk about, being honest. As musicians, as performers, if you don't want to do something somebody asks you to do, don't agree to it.
Yep.
Don't say yes, I'll be there. I'll be
Exactly.
there at your gig. I'm gonna be there to perform, and don't show up. I'm so sick of artists out here asking me to perform, or I reach out to you to perform or do something, and you say yes, I'm gonna be there. Or musicians, and I say yes, come through, and they don't show up. I feel like you know in advance if you really can make it, if you can't. And some of them don't even respond. Some of them don't even say nothing. Like they'll say, yeah, I'll book it. I'll be there. The day of, you don't hear from them. Crickets. I'm like,
Yeah, I
wow,
hate
you
people
went
like that. I
like why
hate
would you?
it.
Because it falls onto the person hosting the event. Imagine if I couldn't sing and I
Yup,
had 5 singers scheduled and
exactly.
two of them showed up.
Yep. Then you would have been screwed and you would have been looking
What am I
like
gonna do? What am I gonna
exactly.
do? Right, right. So what am I doing? Right. So thank God I have talent, and this is why I continue to do the things I do because it's still helping me to progress and grow too. As I'm
Exactly.
helping them, as I'm doing that with them, I'm still growing.
And
You
you
know
can
what I
save
mean?
your
So
own day. Like it fucks up,
right, I
but
love it.
then you just bring it right back up, you
Cause
know?
that Friday, that happened on Friday. Friday,
Yep.
my piano guy had an emergency and couldn't be there, so I booked someone else, and then he had an
Mm.
emergency and couldn't come. So it was just the drummer, a guitar, and the bass, and me, and we killed it. It was amazing.
Mm.
Shout out to G Groove, the funked up, inspired last like trio version of a musician
Awesome.
version. It was dope. We did it. It was amazing, and we rocked out. And listen, had it been me and a tambourine and a triangle, we would have did it. Like let's
All
go.
right.
Like we're here.
You would have saved
Like
your
we
own day.
we're
That's
gonna
why I
give you a
always
show,
say,
baby.
that's why I start all my businesses alone and I figure out shit on my own and find my own way because at the end of the day, all you have to depend on is yourself. And if you're trying to make a name for yourself and you're trying to make yourself successful, you have to be sure you can handle all of the hats that are required to make your ship run. So I always make
Right.
sure I am a master in all parts of it, and then I source out and be like, hey, would you like to be my admin person? Would you like to be my coordinator? Because I now have mastered that. So if you cannot be there for me, I can take over. But then I also don't
Makes
put so
sense.
much on my plate by finding other people to do it. But I always have that backup to save my own day. So you do too, and that's smart. A lot of people don't think like that.
hmm I've been doing events for 4.5 years, and it wasn't now. It all makes sense because when I
Yep.
hosted my own event, I know what it's like, and I know what I know. I know I hate, what I don't like. I know like,
Yep.
listen, it is what it is. When you live, it's live. So at the end of the day, you can get up there and just be real. Hey, the music's not working right now. Blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
So guess what?
Exactly.
We're gonna get a poet up here. We got any poets in the house? Like,
E-
okay, that's what we doing. Like, we're gonna be
Improvise, make it
making.
work.
Listen, it is somebody. All these people in here, somebody got a word. Somebody got something to say, sing, do, beatbox, tap
Well,
dance,
that's why, like,
act
Troy,
out.
I commend you because my cosplay contest at my comic convention was trash because the person who was gonna help did not help. So I have no knowledge in cosplay contests only because I from the get people have helped me with that because I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
jack shit. So people have helped me, but that person bailed, and then I was like, okay, well Troy's gonna host this contest and he's gonna also be the host of my show. I don't know. I'm only going to be able to give him what I know. And I knew very little, but somehow you still made it work. Like you were able to improvise when judges were taking a long time. You were able to
Oh,
keep
wasn't it?
everybody
Yo, listen,
engaged.
that was a challenge. Oh my goodness. First of all, being in a place where you are fish out of water. I've never been to a cosplay,
Yep.
never been to a convention, okay? And I'm hosting it. Look at God, right? Putting me
Like
right in the middle of it.
amazing.
And I'm like, okay, well, listen, I'm gonna make it work. But what I didn't like was the judges were very judgmental of me, and I'm like, I
No,
I'm
I don't
here
like
in
that.
front of
It's
all
disrespectful.
these people that I don't know doing something I've never done before,
You should have been
and
like,
mind you,
"Can
in
you do this?"
costume,
Exactly.
in costume. But I guarantee you, you can get up here and bore me with the costume you have on and talk about cosplay. I'm gonna get up here and give you a show. So we had people
Right?
doing a dance contest, all ages doing a dance contest. We were still entertained the whole time until we figured it out. Why? Because this is what we do in these streets. So
Yep.
at the end of the day, like Courtney said, can you do this? Because even Homeboy, the most famous one. Come on, tell me his name again.
Oh, Greg
Mr.
Sipes.
Greg. Even he was getting with me. He was
Yeah?
like giving me energy. We were going back
Because
and
he's a
forth. Like
professional. You guys are
he understood.
professionals.
Like
You help each other out, you know?
right. He definitely helped me out, and I appreciate him. Thank you, Greg. You were such an awesome a person in person. Your personality was
Yes.
awesome. Like shout out to you. That's why you're so blessed because you're an awesome person.
Aww.
And so yes. So yeah. Yeah.
But
So I
yeah,
was
so I
like, I was
commend
gonna
you
make me type.
for
I try
that.
not to get real hood because I was getting ready to be like, I was getting ready to go
You should
there,
have said,
and my
Troy, you should have said, listen, can you do this? You get up here and you talk in front of all these motherfucking people. You try to keep people calm and keep people engaged and keep people giving a shit about this. And then you come talk to me. That's what you should have said.
you
That's
know what
what
I
you
would have
should
said
have
after that?
said.
I would have just
What?
started singing. I would have killed that shit. You know me. I
Right?
would have just said 3 notes, and
Yeah.
everybody would have went crazy. And I would have like, "No, do that." Matter of fact, let me give you the microphone. Here you go. See, when I'm gonna be shady, I'm gonna be real
Exactly.
shady.
I don't know
So,
what they, I
like,
don't know who they were
but
talking
love
to.
Courtney, it's my
Like,
first year. I couldn't go there. That is my first year. I know we keep it savage, but my first year, and I wanted you to book me
listen, it's
again.
my show though.
So
It was my
I
show.
didn't want to get too
So,
hood. You're right, but I didn't want to get. I wanted to keep the hood because I was getting ready. Homeboy with the top hat up. We can press
gotcha.
buttons
I
again if
know.
we want to. We can go there. Like he was
I
just
wish I would have
disrespectful, and
known.
I'm like, bro. First of all, I don't know as little as you. You have a sheet in front of you with directions. I don't even have that.
Yeah.
So and then I went and got to the sheet with the directions on the end of the prizes. Guess what? And when we called them out and people won, and we made it happen because that's what we do. Like,
Exactly.
shut up, talking to me. So that's how I got him. I ain't even
You
had to
should have
tell him
let
that.
me know. I would have handled it. Because
You were too
that's not
busy. I
right.
was not gonna bring that on your plate. I wouldn't bring that on your plate. But I appreciate you holding me down. Though. You always talk. Look, I ain't need you getting mad too, because you probably would have fired him. Who knows? I don't know you. Like I know when you get mad, you get crazy. So now I was
Yes,
like,
I
nah,
do.
nah, nah. But I'm never gonna like. For me as a professional that I am, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna put stress on you. Like it's personally making me tight, and I can have a conversation with him later. Which I did.
Yep,
And I told him
exactly.
personally. I'm like, I know just as much as you know. I didn't know they had the instructions in that. I've never hosted this before, but guess what? I'm doing it, right?
And I'm
I'm
so
here.
sorry
Thank
because I
you.
told my staff to give you information. The girls that were there were supposed to give you the information that they had. The two girls that were helping everybody, they were supposed to
They
give
were
you
so
that
nervous. You see all
information.
those people, they probably got overwhelmed. I get it. It happens. Like
Yeah,
we ended up
life
figuring it out, and it
happens.
all worked out. Like right, but I'm the king of last minute, like figuring it out. Because at the end of the day, That's why I got in. Say and do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna say that
Mhm.
again. I got into stand-up comedy because I'm like, hey, I saw an ad, put myself into it. Hey, so now if I have an extended opportunity. If I ever want to do stand-up, I can go do stand-up.
There
But I
you
did it a couple
go.
times because I wanted to be able to. I'm gonna be stand-up in front of crowds I don't know, and I know
Mhm.
that at a stand-up comedy crowd, and that crowd I was going into, I would be uncomfortable because I don't know. That's not my crowd.
Yeah, it's
So
hard.
I
You gotta
did that on
feel the crowd and
purpose.
everything.
I did it on purpose. Oh, I definitely that's for the problem. But I prepared material that can be either way. But I know I do better in the crowd that's more similar to me that can relate to my experiences and know what I'm talking about. But hey, if I want to be on HBO doing some comedy, on HBO special, I got to be able to appear to any audience. So I challenge myself, and
Mhm.
that's why I don't just say and do, but I challenge myself to be open and step outside the box and to do something that like challenge myself to do not to not do the norm because the norm was fine. It's good over here, but the grass ain't always green on the other side. So there's all these
Yep.
things and things that keeps us back, but it holds us back from wanting to move forward. But
Very
at the end
true.
of the day, you won't know what's on the other side if you never go there. You can
Yeah.
say the grass ain't green and all you want to, but if
I
you're not
always
happy on
tell
this side of the
people.
grass, why not
Yeah.
go to the other side?
I always tell people don't hold yourself back. Like if you want to dabble in something, give it a try. You have nothing to lose. Like if either you don't like it, it's not for you, it doesn't work out and you keep it moving, you keep going. Just dabble in things cuz you never know what your talents are, you never know what your passions could be until you figure it out, until you do it. So,
Right? But
try
that usually
step out of your comfort zone.
that usually happens when you step outside of your comfort zone. You challenge yourself. You find yourself. I was just having a conversation with a
Mhm.
friend of mine about that. That you have
Exactly.
to step outside your comfort zone and challenge yourself. Do things you normally would do with your hair. Change up the way you wear things sometimes. But go with how you feel versus what people may think. Perception, like just do you, because that's how you'll find yourself. And happiness just comes from the inside out. Inside out, y'all. You can't buy
Exactly.
happiness. You can't pay for it. So if you look in the mirror and you happy with what you see, then that's you happy. You genuinely happy. And guess what? It didn't cost you no money. It's free. Be happy. Because
Mhm.
how you want me to be happy for you and support you as your man in your life if you ain't happy for who you are, if you don't believe in yourself?
Yep, that is very true.
How, how can I
Exactly.
believe in you if you don't believe in you? Because
Exactly.
I'm the type of person, like I tell people all the time, I love being able to inspire people to do what they love to do. I love being able to help people with their ideas. But at the end
Mhm.
of the day, if I have to be more inspired than you are in your ideas, then I can't help you.
I
Because I'm not
vibe
about to
with
chase you.
people who have drive and who are inspired to achieve something. That's my
Right,
people. So that's
right.
who I gravitate towards because if you believe in yourself, that means I'm going to have someone who's going to support me in my dreams because they know what it's like. They know what it feels like. They know how hard it is to achieve things that you're striving for. So I always surround myself by those around those kind of people. So definitely. Definitely, if you, like you said, if you don't believe in yourself, I'm not going to believe in you because
RuPaul
you're
says
not
the best
selling
way.
me anything.
When you watch RuPaul Drag Race, that's how she ends the show every week.
Really?
If you don't believe in yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else?
I love her. I
Some shit
love
like
her.
that.
I
Something
swear
like
I
that.
do.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's like those little things like people don't understand. Like those little things make a difference, and people don't think that their one little stuff can make change in the world. It only takes one person at a time. You ain't got to go out here and tackle the whole football field. But by changing that one person's mind, you can change the next person's mind. I feel like if people stepped up, especially in society today, you see something going down wrong on the train, you see these kids getting crazy. Back in the day, what they used to do, you don't respect your elders? I'm gonna tell your mother, because she gonna
Mhm.
smack you up, and then your mama gonna smack you up.
Yep.
Nowadays, they just do what they want. Nobody says nothing. You can see
Exactly.
them
There's no
disrespecting. No,
repercussions.
I'm not the one. I don't care. You want to fight? I'll fight with 12 of y'all. What's up?
Right?
Like, no, it's not going down. Like, you're not disrespecting. Like, we're not doing that. And
Yo,
that,
little
like, I came out
kids
of,
kids nowadays are so quick to hit you with the "I'm not the one, boo boo. I am not the one," and I'm like, what? Okay.
listen, first of all, the first time you say I'm not the one, I know you're getting ready to say the second time. So by the time you say it the second time, before you say
Right?
you already snatched up. That's how I'm not going to ask you. Because now you playing with me. Because first of all, I
Yeah.
didn't go there with you. I don't care what you ain't. What you ain't gonna do is carry this foolishness on over here. Keep it moving. That happened a
Exactly.
couple of weeks ago. Coming out of church,
Really?
these little boys, whole bunch of little boys, like 6 or 7 of them, was like just doing some suspicious shit. I'm like, what are they doing? Come on, all these there's adults around, splattered out. But I'm like, what are these
Mhm.
kids doing? Nobody's saying nothing. So next thing, one of these little
Because
boys
people, you know
slapped
what it
another little
is?
boy.
Parents and people around are now conditioned to not even be offended or to not even look twice at children that are acting up or teenagers that are talking back or people who are being disrespectful. We're just so conditioned, and it's, I mean, not me. I'm quick to call somebody out in a second.
Come
Like,
on.
even, like, if their kid is right next to me and they're doing something disrespectful, I'm going to be like, ma'am, let me tell you about your child. Like, I'm that person. Like, in a respectful way, I'm gonna let you know I feel like what your child is doing is disruptive, disrespectful, out of place, out of turn. But a lot of people are conditioned to sit there and say nothing. Like, I'm like, I
No,
don't know,
I'll
I don't get
guarantee you.
it.
Sometimes they need the help. They want you to say something, but they don't know what because they're overwhelmed. And I
Yep.
realized that starting at like when I used to work at Top of the Rock when I was 19 as a supervisor, like, excuse me, sir, you acting up. You want to stay here? Because we got a lot of room here.
Right.
Immediately, shape up right away. Like you got to put that look on them, that voice on them, that look like it's not going down. So what's up? And they immediately get it together. Like I have to do that every restaurant I've done that. Even now I'm gone. Like, excuse me, I'm not
Right.
doing this. What happened?
It
Cut the
takes
noise
it,
out.
it takes special people to be able to, turn off, being, I don't know, passive and just, laying it down and be like, what I'm seeing is wrong. It takes a special person to just come out and be like, this is wrong. I'm gonna act on it. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna be that one person that's gonna discourage the other little kids around from doing shit because they don't want to get called out either. You don't realize that one person can change, can make a huge difference, especially if people are watching, people, there's an influence. it you can inspire the next person that's our age to, tell someone when they're being out of turn, or tell them, what they're doing is disrespectful, or things like that. You can be that one person that inspires somebody else. So I'm always the one that talks. As crazy as I
Right.
look,
Me
I'm
too.
always the one that talks.
Me too. Yeah, I think it's important that you. Man, it's important just to talk and communicate. Like sometimes we go through things and we hold on to things and we might think it's a small. Find somebody to talk to, somebody you can trust. Just one person.
Yes.
Being honest, though, but be honest. I've lost a
Yes.
very important friend of mine, and I'll say her name. Her name is Holly Valentine. I don't know. She was a really good friend of mine, business owner, doing her thing. And the
Hello,
reason why I say
Holly.
that, because I could be man enough to say that, because I didn't back then. I was my sexuality was just gay because I didn't know. Like I just mostly dated men then,
Mhm.
and she didn't know that, and I felt like I didn't want to tell her that at the moment because she was my best friend, and I felt like
Mhm.
a lot of people were coming out there and people didn't accept them, and I was just like, let me be quiet. And she was
Mhm.
really hurt by it, and she really stopped talking to me as a
Aw.
friend because, and I'm like, hey, I gotta let it go. Like I tried to, move past it a couple times afterwards. But hey, I respect that. It is what it is. But I learned from that, and maybe it was just the lesson I was supposed to learn,
Yeah, exactly.
and
Everybody
I'm cool with
goes
it.
through that one time, and then opens your eyes to be like, man, I should be more open. I should be. more honest about who I am, because that's what people who love me expect me to be. They want me to be open. They don't want me hiding things from them. That you could lose a lot of people that way, and I've learned that too. By hiding things in, like keeping things inside and letting that dictate your actions because you're holding things back. If you're unable to be free and be yourself around people, it really does change your personality, and it really does make you less likable because you're sitting there and you're
Mhm.
fighting with something. So it's always better to be honest, because then that way someone won't be mad at you that you held back this big thing from them. And also, you can do it for yourself because then you'll be liberated. I always love that word. Liberated is like how I want to feel always. Feel free from things that are holding me down. My favorite
Right.
word.
Right. Hold on a minute. Liberated is definitely the keyword. Hashtag liberated. Yeah. 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 It's definitely the way to
Exactly.
feel because at the end of the day, it's nothing like that feeling of walking around knowing like, I'm being myself. I'm free, feel comfortable who I am. I'm free with who I am, and I'm enjoying it. And that
Exactly.
because
And
then
feel
you can
so
ready.
much
Now
better,
you're ready to.
right?
Right. Right. Because you're ready to inspire someone else now. Because now you're free. Now you can be like, you know what? That's a nice. Like you can give somebody else a compliment and mean it. Wow, that's a pretty nice shirt you have on. I like that. It fits your body well. And if you start having a conversation and you realize you're building from that, you didn't even know you just changed this woman's life. You just gave her so
Exactly.
much confidence you didn't even know that. Lately, I've been taking photos of people. Just on my phone, I feel like this feature on the iPhone that takes really good photos.
Don't
Took
you
the
don't you
photos.
be doing that shit to me though.
No, I know better. I know
Randomly
better 'cause I'm
taking
not going
pictures
there
of
with
me.
you. No, it's not randomly. I ask and I'll say, hey, stand over here, do this. It's always because I'll see something
Okay.
special, like a certain movement, like a certain angle that's so dope. I'm like, stay right here,
I
do that.
love it.
And I took some dope photos. And one of my friends, her name is Nina, um, a middle-aged woman who's a really
Mhm.
awesome lady from Harlem. And we were hanging out in the pier in Harlem on 125th recently. And it was hot, and I had this little net shirt on. I was like, you know what? I took my shirt off, and I pulled it up against it. I was like, you know what? You look so much younger than your age, and you look so beautiful, and you're so inspiring. We're gonna do a little
Mhm.
photo shoot with my phone right now. Here, put my shirt on,
Aww.
and we did it. And if you go to my Instagram, you'll see photo. Pretty Painter 15 is her name, my girl. Shout out
I
to Nina.
love it.
And then she's been taking more photos now. I even noticed on her Instagram she got my photos out. And she took a couple of photos I took of her.
Cause
Shout
you
out to JC
lifted
in
her
Japan.
confidence. It takes
Yeah.
just that, and that's beautiful. That's actually really sweet of you. More people should
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm trying to do. I did a couple people yesterday. 3 people yesterday as well. Came out amazing. Came out dope. One person did me. Came out amazing.
I
Dope.
wait.
Some of
By
those
the
photos.
way, I was gonna ask: is that picture you put up for the show? Is that one of them? Did you take that with your
Yep.
phone? Cause that's awesome.
Yep. That was
I
yesterday.
love
Someone
it.
took it of me. And I was
I
gonna
love
say, if
it.
you look at the story, if you go to my Insta story, you'll see right now within the next 24 hours. You'll see you'll see the photos I'm talking about. I just posted like 4 or 5 of them just randomly. So go to Instagram, check out my Instagram, Troy Weeks Music. Go to my story, leave a comment under one of them. The one you like, leave a comment.
Ooh,
I
I'm
think
gonna
that's
go
pretty dope.
comment.
Yeah, go comment. I left about 4 or 5 of them randomly. They're from my iPhone. So
Oh
iPhone, shout
wow.
out to iPhone, and
Yeah,
I
your
inspired them to
iPhones take
inspire
dope
me.
pictures, but I refuse to switch over to that lifestyle. Just
I get
saying.
it. You get an iPad, iPad, one of those phone style iPads or something small where you can just still take photos. Not something you got to carry around in your. Something you can carry on small. Not the whole iPad you got to really carry around. 'Cause who wants to take photos with
Mhm.
that big ass computer? No, something small. But I feel like I really have an eye for creativity. I love taking photos. So maybe I'll actually get a real camera. But I mean, people are shooting reality shows now for YouTube on iPhones. So I feel like you know I can't complain. Like they're really good. And you
Oh,
know
she
that's what it
looks
is. But
so
I feel like
pretty. I'm sorry, I was so nosy.
you had to go look. Yeah, I feel like I love when you do that. I feel like taking it on and doing more people. Like I did a couple. Friend of mine actually asked me. Like I feel like, and I'm a photographer who just loves to take photos of people too. So I'm working on that. Like I wanna.
There
I
you
love to capture
go.
moments.
Your next event, your next not even adventure, your next I don't know. I don't fucking know. Your next endeavor is the word I'm looking for. There you go.
Yeah,
Endeavor.
yeah, I love taking photos.
Endeavor.
And I feel like what I'll do is I'll just take enough photos and put together a little lookbook or something, enough photos of people I've taken, and just be like, hey, this is what I've done.
People, that would
With
be a
my
great book
iPhone.
to publish, like The Faces of New York or something. I don't know. Cute
That'd be dope.
stuff.
Yeah, with my iPhone too. Just boom. That'd be dope. I have to go
Yes.
back and get my relationship from everybody, but hey, I'll do it if it'll inspire someone else. It inspires me every time I look at it. I'm like, wow, this is real. And when I see people look at it, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, oh yeah. I ain't put no filters. I ain't use no special effects. I ain't use nothing.
I
So
love it. That's how you know you have
yeah,
a true talent, though.
yeah. Anybody can take photos, but no, they don't come out right. You're right.
That's how you know.
You're, def- you're definitely right. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get a good photo of you, Coco. Don't worry. I know you don't
Okay.
like photos, but I know your left side is a good side. I know the deal. So definitely, I know what you
You know
like. I
me
know what
too
you
well
don't like.
now.
Right, right. So yeah, this has been an awesome episode. We
I
really
love
appreciate
it
you
when
guys.
we're just like it's chill and we're just talking about things related about the topic, but then not because it just makes us delve into other things. And I think our listeners
Right.
love it too. They love it when we randomly rant about things.
Hello.
So giving the people what they want.
Yes, and it feels good to randomly read about things too, though, because it allows it to be more organic and natural and free. And I really appreciate that
Exactly.
we can just have
Oh.
organic conversations. Yeah.
Right? Yep, yep, yep. That's my favorite type of conversation. Nothing that's forced, rehearsed, just throwing it out there, you know? It makes you learn a lot about yourself and the other person when
It
it's just
definitely
like
does.
it's just like honest, unfiltered, you know?
Right. Definitely does. Hey, Coco, first of all, shout out to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for freeing yourself each and every Saturday. We'll be opening up yourself, your soul, your house, your everything to make it happen. I
Aw.
appreciate you.
Thank you,
I really
honey.
appreciate it. And I'm
I
hoping.
appreciate you. My whole family appreciate you're literally like the cousin now, by the
Right. Oh God,
way.
I believe it. I definitely feel like it. I just haven't spent the night yet. I'm coming. I'm spending the night, and I really be your cousin. Um,
You're
yeah,
always welcome.
definitely. Yeah, I definitely have to do that. Like, I feel like if I actually spent the night, we would get like a couple more things done, and we wouldn't even realize.
Exactly, right? We would create a whole Fortune 500 company if you stayed over
Yeah.
and we just
Yeah, I feel like
talked.
it would be serious. Yeah, I feel like it would be. I feel like it'd be serious because I feel like we would really get some things done, and then maybe I'll bring the baby, and then she can,
Oh my gosh, yes. Please, I need
focus and play while
practice.
we. Oh yes, you do. Oh my
I need
God.
practice.
You're so right. See, that's what you get the friends with kids for. You get
Teamwork.
practice. Yeah, she loves the road. She just got back from LA. Shout out to her mom and her. They went out to LA for a family reunion out in Cali.
Ooh.
So they were like at Disney World out
Your
there,
baby is
Disneyland.
more world traveled than me now.
Girl, you understand? You listening? She's been more places in a little bit, which is awesome. Like, I'm super proud of her. Like, she doesn't have a passport yet, so she hasn't left the country. But I'm working on that.
But still, she's
'Cause
being cultured, and that's beautiful to start them early, let them get a feel for different places outside of their neighborhood and different people. I love it. I love it. That's how I want my kids to grow up. Just getting out.
yeah, yeah, just do it. Do what you love, and I feel like it's support. Like, support is a big thing. We don't really growing up, like especially in our era, where some of us didn't have the support we needed
Yeah.
to continue to be strong enough to do it. And that's
Yeah.
why a lot of people gave up on their dreams and their hopes and their working jobs they hate. It's like,
It's harder being a
uh,
girl, Troy, because girls always get the don't go there, it's too dangerous. Don't do that, it's too dangerous. Don't go by yourself. You're going to get hurt. You can die. You can get killed. So, that's what we get as females when we
you
want to
crack a bottle and
explore.
be like, "What's up, bruh?"
Right?
Crack a beer
like
bottle halfway and say, "What's up, bruh?" Whoa,
like
boy.
man, it's hard. But yes, definitely brace your kids with support and let them just go chase their dreams and have culture and be tolerant. Tolerance is like the biggest thing to instill in your kids, and the best way to do that is to show them all the different parts of the country, different people they can see. Don't let them just be exposed to themselves, their own people, their neighborhood, their hood. You know what I mean? So you're doing the right things. A plus, Mr. Troy.
Hey, come on, I'm passing the class now. I'm passing. That's important. That's important. All
Too
right, Coco.
much.
So you know how we do each and every week. You know how we end it off. I want you to just let them know what it is. Give them a little something positive, inspiration, and motivating, and however way you want to leave them with on the way out.
Okay, I'm gonna take it back to our original topic, which was be as honest as you can without hurting people. Now, if the honesty is gonna hurt them because it's gonna empower them or make them a better person, meaning like say you need to tell someone to leave that nigga because he's cheating on you and you deserve better, that's going to hurt them, but it's also going to empower them, or if you need to tell someone, hey, what you said really bothered me all those years ago, it really made me feel like an awful person, and I needed you to hear that because I felt like I owed it to myself. If you have to tell someone that, it's going to hurt them, but in the long run, it's going to let them know, hey, they need to be more honest with other people and not let people feel certain ways because they didn't get the whole story. So at the end of the day, be honest. Everybody try to be as honest and as free and as positive as possible with your honesty because it's going to go so far, and it's also going to make you keep those relationships that you want in your life and get those people out of your life that are toxic. So that's what I want to leave it with.
Mm-mm-mm.
I try.
I definitely heard those people out here like that attack. That's definitely important. Definitely important that you want to get those toxic people out, y'all. You can't move forward if you got toxic things holding you back, and
Exactly.
stopping you because you'll still get that little bit of toxic stains on you and you go backwards a little bit. You got to move forward. Maybe that's life.
Exactly. Exactly. What
You know, one
about
more
you?
thing
What's
about
your ending words?
my ending words are peace, love, and hair grease. No, I'm kidding. Um,
You're stupid.
my ending words are, honesty, truth shall set you free. If you start out with honesty and truth, guess what? That's where it ends because you were honest and true. Start out with a lie, guess what? You got to continue that lie, to continue that lie, to continue that lie. And remember that you did the lie so you can continue that. You can remember that. We got to remember that you can do the lie that you got to continue. Too much. Takes too much to lie. Let honesty lead you and just be honest with people.
Mhm.
We have better respect and appreciation for knowing that I'm going to be hanging out at Auntie's house. Chip, like, come on. Let's know what's up.
Mhm.
Like, you got to just let people know what's good. Like, respect is key. First of all, respect yourself first. Like I say, know yourself, know yourself, know yourself first.
Yeah.
Love yourself, love yourself first. Know your worth, know your worth, know yourself first. It's important. Like, you gotta know who you
Yes.
are and have respect, and that's why I give respect to everyone because you're bad. You're that's what you are owed. You're owed respect until you disrespect me, and then we got a
Mhm.
problem because I don't disrespect anyone. So everyone gets respect. So I just think it's only fair. Be respectful. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Show a little love and keep it moving. You may gotta be here all night, but come on.
There you
Have a
go.
positive attitude, have some structure. You know what I'm saying? Like that event, they had one DJ and 55 artists trying to perform, and that wasn't even the DJ's job to try to put the artists in order and do none of that. It was crazy. Shout out to DJ Love. His
Wow.
name is DJ Love. I think he did a
For
great job.
holding it
The
down.
event, holding it down. He almost got into a fight, beating people up. It was crazy. It was like over a rap song, over a song. Y'all tripping.
Wow.
Y'all tripping. Even though celebrities here, y'all dead ass trying to get crazy to perform. Like, come on, relax.
That's crazy,
So,
huh?
so those are my ending words. Be free. Be free and free yourself. If you're not free, you can always free yourself when you're ready. We'll be here for you. And remember that the only person stopping you is you.
Mhm. There you go.
Say and do. Say and do. Say and do. One time. Say and do. Say and do. That's it. Make it a song. Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. That's being kidding. But
I
ladies and
love
gentlemen, this has been an awesome Sab Saturday turn Sunday for Free Yourself this week. Thank you guys so much. Topic and letting honesty set you free. And thank you, Coco. Troy Weeks Music. It's Coco Blue.
it.
Signing
Of
out, and every week we do it the
course.
same way. Stay
Stay
savage.
savage. And bye.
Damn.